Have you ever wondered what the classical films could be if we swap gender roles?
Media play a big role of influencing people's lives, but today men still get 2/3 of speaking roles. And it is not good. 85% of films feature more males than females. In addition to the fact that there isn't a lot of women in cinema, they are often portrayed adhering to outdated gender stereotypes.
Have you ever wondered if your favorite movie or show was feminist? It's sometimes difficult to judge when you don't know much about this. Luckily for you, a test published in 1985 by Alison Bechdel attempts to define the attributes of a feminist work. These are three terms. Firstly, at least two women must be named in the movie. These two characters must speak together, but they must deal with themes that are not related to men. Considering this, we may think that many films pass the test and are considered feminist. It's true that these are pretty simple rules that we never ask ourselves before watching TV or going to the movies. And yet, according to the site created in connection with this test, the bechdel-test.com, only 57.6% of the films observed pass the test. So that you know what the Bechdel test is, let's meet Emma, who is watching Snow White.
Un chant qui remplit mon cœur.
Rise and shine. Can I kiss you?
Yeah.
I understand. You found paradise in America. Had a good trade, made a good living, the police protected you, and there were courts of law. And you didn't need a friend. But now you come to me and you say, Donna Corleone, give me justice. But you don't ask with respect. You don't offer friendship. You don't even think to call me godmother. Instead, you come into my house on the day my daughter is to be married, and you ask me to do murder for money.
Hey, sugar, you looking for a date?
No, I wanna find Beverly Hills. Can you give me directions?
Sure, for $5.
Ridiculous.
Price just went up to 10.
You can charge me for directions?
I can do anything I want to, baby. I ain't lost.
Look around, look around. I see a lot of new faces here. Shut up. That means a lot of you have been breaking the first two rules of Fight Club. Girls, I see in Fight Club the strongest and the smartest woman who've ever lived. I see all of this potential. I see all squandering.
Oh my god, bro! I love your shirt! Where did you get it?
Oh, it was my dad's in the 80s.
Vintage, so adorable!
Oh, thanks, bro.
That was the ugliest effing shirt I ever seen.
Wow, that was a crazy dream. But now you know what would happen if we swap gender roles. But still, Emma wants to teach you more about gender inequalities in the cinema.
Film researcher Brigitte Chouret, a specialist in gender and sexuality issues, provides a clear picture of the inequalities between women and men in the film industry. She reminds us that the place of women in the early days of cinema is associated with the lack of cultural legitimacy and financial producibility of the industry. It reinforces that the patriarchal ideology by determining female characters as passive objects of the male gaze and desire, and male characters as a passive subject. recent survey not only highlights inequalities in access to direction, financing and distribution, but also insists of the perpetuation of sexism in the script.
20%. This is the number of women directors in Europe in 2020. From this single figure, it becomes clear that sexuality, the non-objectified body, or the deep and real emotions and feelings that women feel are still a taboo in cinema. Called male gaze, this way of perceiving women appeared in the 80s under the pen of the film critic Laura Mulvey in her essay Visual Pleasure and Narrative Cinema. If the movies are not necessarily the same as in Laura Mulvey's time, many of the facts described by the latter are still strongly present in the movies of today. Thus, the counter and differentiate itself from this phenomenon the female gaze appeared. Where the male gaze objectifies, the female gaze dictates the story. With the female gaze, the viewer can understand the complexity behind a smile or a shoulder.